I welcome you to this session of ISO 9001-2015, and today we are going to talk about clause number 8.5.2, identification and traceability. So as usual, first of all, I'll read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. Clause 8.5.2, identification and traceability. The organization shall use suitable means to identify outputs when it is necessary to ensure the conformity of products and services. The organization shall identify the status of outputs with respect to monitoring and measurement requirements throughout the production and service provision. The organization shall control the unique identification of the outputs when traceability is a requirement and shall retain the documented information necessary to enable traceability. So that's all in this clause. This is a small clause, and now let us discuss it in more detail. Well, as the topic says, this is regarding identification and traceability of products and services that we are producing for the or organizing for the customer. So the organization here or the company shall use suitable means to identify the outputs when it is necessary to ensure the conformity of products and services. Well, the products and services that we are producing have to meet the customer requirements, and if they are meeting customer requirements, then that means they are conforming to the product or service requirements as desired by the customer. So the organization or the company will use suitable means to identify the outputs. Whatever we are producing or creating for the customer, we shall identify the output, what the product is, what it is made of, what is the purpose of the product, and identify the output suitably when it is necessary to ensure the conformity of products and services. Well, it is always necessary to ensure the conformity of product and services because we have to meet the customer requirement. We have to meet the legal and other requirements, and the requirements of the organization, the requirements of the standard, whatever are the requirements of the product and services, we are supposed to be meeting them. So we have to ensure the conformity of products and services. That means the products and services are conforming to the requirement laid down by us. So the organization has to carry out we have to identify the outputs and ensure the conformity of products and services that we are producing for the customer. So that is the first thing. Second thing is the organization shall identify the status of outputs with respect to monitoring and measurement requirements throughout the production and service provision. So the measurement requirements are normally spelled out in the quality plans. So the measurement requirements have got to be met. Whatever we are producing for the customer, the status of the output with respect to monitoring and measurement requirement has to be conforming to the requirement, and therefore we have to ensure that the production and service provision is according to the laid down requirement for the products and services. So the company will identify the status of the output with respect to monitoring and measurement. And as I told you, the monitoring and measurement is provided in the quality plans. What is going to be the specification of the product, the measurement, sizes, characteristics, and what is the acceptance requirement for that product. So accordingly, we have to ensure that the product is meeting product or the service is meeting the requirement of the customer. So that has to be ensured. And the last para says the organization shall control the unique identification of outputs when traceability is a requirement. So the unique identification of the output has to be identified with respect to the previous operations which are carried out on that and the basic material which was used for it. Well, you must understand that the traceability, when it is a requirement, we have to make it possible right from the stage of procurement of material. When the material is received, it belongs to a certain lot. It has certain characteristics. So we have to ensure that we know to which lot the material belongs, so that we can always trace back if the product is having any problem subsequently because of the material used. We should be able to trace back the source of the material and take corrective action so that the same mistake is not carried out by us next time. So that is the advantage of traceability. So the traceability has got to be established, and we have to retain the records pertaining to traceability. To enable traceability, we have to maintain necessary records, and every time the product moves to a next stage, we have to carry on. We have to retain the information from the previous stage. So right from the beginning, which material was used, and the next stage and the next stage, all stages we should be able to trace back the product, what stages it has gone through, and basically what was the material for producing that particular product. So we have to, whenever traceability is a requirement, we have to ensure that traceability is fully, we are able to establish it fully and completely. So I hope you have understood the importance of traceability, and we have to carry it out. So that's all in this particular clause. It's a small clause, and I hope you have understood the requirement fully and completely. But by any chance, if there is anything which is not clear to you, please let me know, and I'll try to explain to you once again. And if you are liking my videos, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and also share my videos with your friends and colleagues who are engaged with the ISO activity, so that they can also take advantage of our understanding of the clauses. So thank you very much, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon, so that as and when I load my videos, the information will reach you in time. Normally I am loading my videos on Sundays at 10 o'clock, but sometimes it is getting delayed because of various problems, including the internet problem. So thank you very much, and next Sunday we are meeting again, and we shall be discussing clause number 8.5.3, property belonging to the customer or the external provider. So goodbye till then. We see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.